California Melodies, out of the West to you. Good evening. From out of the West comes a welcome to this 30-minute concert of music scored and directed by David Rose, and songs by lovely Maxine Gray in the style that has named her star of radio and television. As once again we bring this entertainment feature from the new Don Lee Studios in Hollywood. David Rose directs California Melodies. Painting a picture of the friendly Southland with the sweeping strokes of his futuristic interpretation, Mr. Rose offers us an overture, Carry Me Back to Old Virginny. Whence we turn to a more modern song of empty arms and a lonely heart in which the lover muses, It's been so long. Then sharp contrast plays a part that takes us to a lively Latin setting for the story of La Cucaracha. And thus, in the spirit of scintillation, our first group of melodies is ended. Now, David Rose, the orchestra, and Carry Me Back to Old Virginny. A modern memory song. It's been so long. sharply defined rhythm indicates the presence of la cucaracha. Several years ago, a new name came to life in 20th century music, and with it a number of ballads that possessed a lasting quality. Our lovely star of radio and television, Miss Maxine Gray, in her own enchanting way, brings us the sound, if paradoxical, philosophy of one of these. The name, you'll guess, to be Ray Noble, when you know that the ballad is Love is the Sweetest Thing.
Love is the sweetest thing. What else on earth could ever bring such happiness to everything as love's old story? Love is the strangest thing. No song of birds upon the wing shall in our hearts more sweetly sing than love's old story. Whatever heart may desire, whatever fate may send, this is a tale that never will tire. This is a song without end. Love is the greatest thing, the oldest yet the latest thing. I only hope that fate may bring love's story to you. Love is the sweetest thing. What else on earth could ever bring such happiness to everything as love's old story? Love is the strangest thing. No song of birds upon the wing shall in our hearts more sweetly sing than love's old story. Whatever heart may desire, whatever fate may send, this is a tale that never will tire. This is a song without end. Love is the greatest thing, the oldest yet the latest thing. I only hope that fate may bring love's story to you.
David Rose continues California Melodies. Our second concert group is introduced by a David Rose composition, in which is captured a little of the sense of clairvoyance which seems to creep into the being and mind of a man who sits alone by the fireside at 4:20 a.m. And then our conductor interprets one of the newest and most successful songs of unrequited love, I Understand, bringing in a sad but hopeful note upon which to round out our second group of California Melodies. David Rose, the orchestra, and 4:20 a.m. very recent and appealing I Understand. Our star of song is in the mood for reminiscence as she comes to the microphone for her second contribution to this concert. And she's looking back to the days some 10 years ago when everyone was finding $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maxine Gray.
It was a lucky April shower. It was the most convenient door. I found $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. The rain continued for an hour. I hung around for 3 or 4. Around $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. She was selling china, and when she made those eyes, I kept buying china until the crowd got wide. Incidentally, if you should run into a shower, just step inside my cottage door and meet the $1 million baby from the 5 and 10 cent store. Love comes along like a popular song, anytime or anywhere at all. Rain or sunshine, spring or fall, you never know when it may say hello in a very unexpected place. For example, take my case. It was a lucky April shower. It was the most convenient door. I found $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. The rain continued for an hour. I hung around for 3 or 4. Around $1 million baby in a 5 and 10 cent store. She was selling china, and when she made those eyes, I kept buying china until the crowd got wide. Incidentally, if you should run into a shower, just step inside my cottage door and meet the $1 million baby from the 5 and 10 cent store.
Telling the story of modern America in music has been the successful endeavor of a man whose very name is greatness in that field. Composer of a long list of successful songs, Cole Porter contributes our finale tonight. Listen as David Rose interprets Night and Day. So it comes time for the final curtain, and we leave this modern concert, which has featured the music of the brilliant composer-conductor David Rose and his orchestra, and the songs of charming Maxine Gray, star of radio and television. Be with us next week, same time, when once again, from the new KHJ Don Lee Studios in Hollywood, we bring these California melodies out of the West to you. Your announcer has been Bill Gordon. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.